Okay, this lesson is about designing in the style of Angie Lewin. What I've done is taken all the little bits and pieces and the little natural forms that I've drawn. I've looked at Angie Lewin's work and I've designed them in her style with the backgrounds, the layers of the landscape in the background. Now, to make it a little bit clearer towards a print, what I have done is done one in just laying out where I want things in pencil, and then I've done one in coloured pencil because that will give me a clearer idea of the colours that I'm going to paint my background ready for print. Okay, these will be printed on using the polytile and the background will be painted in watercolour. So we need these just before you go on to do your print. What we're going to do today is design on a polytile. Now, a polytile is a polystyrene tile that you print with. And the way to do that, if you see, I've made sure that the sun is shining so you can see that you use a pencil to press in your design. Now I've got all my designs here that I want to use in the style of Angie Lewin. And then I'm going to then draw them onto here. Now I'll do this one to show you of what you need to do. You very gently just draw it on. Now this is the thing about design, whatever you press in will stay the same colour as the background. And as you start to print you will understand that. So what I've done, the raised bit will be the printing ink and the background will be whatever you press in. So I've marked out, I'm just going to do this one. Press in deeply, very lightly draw, don't press too deep at the moment. I'm just going to put these little things on and I might do double the amount in there. Now once I'm happy with the design, then I can start to put a little bit more detail. Press a little bit harder and then go around all the little spokes like that. Now it's important that you do the next bit. You take your pencil and what you want to do is flatten the area around your shape all the way around. You see the way I've done that? So the whole thing is raised because you want that to cover the printing ink. Okay, so what we need to do now is to prepare the background so that we can print on top. I've got an A3 sheet of paper and I'm starting to do the background for the print in the style of Angie Lewin. The only thing I am going to do that is different to Angie Lewin, she wouldn't have done this, is use oil pastel to create a resist on the background. So I'm looking at what I've done in my drawing and I'm using the oil pastel to add texture, and it will make it really nice because you'll have that resist that you did in the previous lessons. So I'm going to use I think I might change the colour to yellow and I'll give some stripes of yellow. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to paint using watercolour on top. I think I might give just a few little shapes on there and then we get the watercolours out and then start to paint. So those lines will be there permanently. Okay, so I'm painting the background using the watercolours, the cheap watercolours that I bought from the works, which are really good. Now Angie Lewin would use very flat colours, but I'm blending some of the colours because we're not doing an exact copy of Angie Lewin's work. You can add things that you like in there because it is your own work, but we're just printing in the style of Angie Lewin, so it doesn't matter if you want to change it ever so slightly. So I've covered that and then I have to leave that to dry and then we are ready to print using our little polytile designs. When you're painting this, make sure that you do go left to right in long sweeping strokes. if you start to sort of paint like this, it won't give you that sort of long, lovely brush strokes right across. It's a landscape, so you want nice sweeping marks. I'm going to stop printing now. So I'm going to cut out my little pieces ready to print, and I have flattened the surrounding, so it's just the image in the centre that should print. But you can check a little bit more, because sometimes it doesn't matter if you print on the outside as well. It should be just the centre bit that prints. And I'll print this one out just to show you. Now we've got our printing equipment ready. So we've got one of those, some printing ink, and I'm going to put out a tiny bit. Remember, when printing, less is more. You don't want loads of printing ink. We've got our roller. Now we should have 2 rollers, a dry one and a wet one. Okay, so we do that, make sure that your roller gets covered, and then you're ready to do your first print. So make sure your background is dry and clear. So with the roller on the ink, what you do is that you go over with the roller, and you can see where, because you've pressed it to the back, it's not going to take the ink. There we go. I'm going to cut that one off just a little bit because that has gone. And then I'm going to do my first print. And this is where you can use your imagination. You can place it anywhere. And then with the clean roller, very lightly press on top. Okay, and that's your first print. You keep doing that. Lots and lots. I'm going to put a little bit more ink on that because the ink is a bit runny. I think it's been in the heat, so it's got a little bit runny. Okay, I'm going to go over this. I'll show you a better print. Now, not too happy with this one because it's gone into the little holes that I've done. So what I'm going to do is do a test print. So just take a scrap of paper, lay it on, and just see what it looks like. And this enables you to get rid of a lot of the ink. I'm not really that happy with that. There's too much ink. And I think the ink is not sticky enough. Solve that problem by using the perspex from the mono print, so it's nice and flat. That was the problem. It needs to be completely flat to make a good print. So this should be better. I'm just going to do this at an angle. Don't worry about these stems at the moment, we'll do that later. Okay, better. Okay, I'm going to do about 3 of those, and then just keep adding to your background. Oops. Completed your print, what you're going to do is put the stems on. So you get yourself a piece of cardboard, nice straight edge, get the roller, and you might need a little bit more ink, and roller the side of the cardboard, and then make sure you've got some room, press down to make a print of the stem. So it doesn't matter if it's slightly wobbly, and I'm going to turn that around, do another one. Okay, and keep adding the stems until you're happy. Now I've nearly finished my print. The last thing to do is the collage. Now this is optional. Now if you've made a mistake and you don't like it, I've made a mistake here, what you can do on a separate piece of paper is to print again. Now you can colour this background. I've left it white, but it can be multicoloured. And then you cut them out and you put them, stick them over with PVA on the areas that you want covered. This, I'm going to choose the best one. I think this one is the best one. Cut it out. I tend to leave a white border because it always looks a little bit better, or the colour of your background, whatever your background is. So if you do make a horrible mistake on this, it really doesn't matter, because you know that you can just cover it up. It's like using a giant rubber, and if you collage, you can just go over and stick it on. Okay, and you can do this with multicolours. Okay, so that is my nearly finished Angie Lewin print.